Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Thrive in Three, a brief conversation about thriving in life and in business. And today it is my pleasure to welcome Sanjay Sista. Hi, Sanjay.
Hey, Lois, how are you?
Great to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here too.
Sanjay, would you like to tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm an engineer and an MBA by education. I am a business strategy consultant and a transformation consultant by profession, and I'm an author by volition. So yeah, a few different things.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your book?
Yeah, absolutely. I've just completed my book. It's called The Circle of Life. It's a memoir spanning the last 36 years. And it sort of recounts my experiences and reflections on life, starting from the age of 2 when I was physically abused and emotionally neglected by my mother, all the way to about age of 10 when I was sexually abused by my uncle, and then moving on from there and how things progressed, how my opinions and ideas in life changed, and what realizations I've arrived at of late. So
Well,
that's the book.
well, congratulations in getting that book out there. It sounds like a real worthy read. Thank you.
No, thank you very much. No, thank you for inviting me as well. And I think it is important that we talk about these things, especially men. So
That's
yeah,
great.
I'm
Thank you for that. And Sanjay, what is your thriving tip of the day?
the thriving tip, especially, I'll talk about it specifically from the point of view of my book. I guess that's probably the best thing to do. Is that I mean, we all go through the process of you know feeling victimized. Then we think that, oh, maybe we did something wrong, and then we think we want to forgive the person. But the thing that worked for me, the biggest tip, is acceptance. Acceptance around the fact that, hey, sometimes life just plays out the way it does, and it doesn't need to define us. We can still choose to be the people we want to be. We can choose to feel what we want to feel, and we can choose to do what we want to do, if we are able to accept our past and move on, because without acceptance there is no moving on.
So, how do we accept?
It's a pretty difficult process, I have to say. Um, I think for me, the reason why I was able to arrive at it was because I realized that you know, uh, there is no definition that I fit into. So, am I a good guy, a bad guy, a handsome guy, or an ugly guy, or a tall guy, or a short guy, or a brown guy, or a white guy? I mean, depending on your frame of reference, I am and I can be any of those things, right? And the same goes for the other person. So the acceptance that came into me was, hey, I know that my uncle is this, but that's not all he is. There are other things that make this up, and he can be good and bad just like everybody else. So neither of us are completely or bad. We're all good and bad. We're all ugly and beautiful. And if we are all the same, then there you arrive at this idea of acceptance, because there is no difference between you and me anymore, right? Because the good or bad would make us different. But if we are all the same, we are all of those things, then we are pretty much, you know, um,
Well,
one is all.
you're all beautiful.
I just arrived at that conclusion of all is one and one is all. There isn't much of a difference. It's just the difference is that we had different experiences in our lives, which made us and which make us do different things. And the moment you accept that, you are no longer a slave to your experiences. You can choose to be, something you
So,
feel like being.
so that acceptance also includes understanding the other person as well, to
Absolutely,
understand, to help you accept that it happened.
absolutely, yes.
Well, that's a great tip, everybody. Accept it and feel it. You know, you may be angry or sad or hateful, filled with hatred. It's okay to have those feelings. Accept the
Exactly,
feelings as well. Just don't stay there
absolutely.
too long. And I think writing is a great therapy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you've touched upon an important point, that you have to accept your own reactions too. Sometimes you will do things, say things, feel things that might not in hindsight, when you think about it, look appropriate or feel appropriate, but it's okay. If you allow yourself to feel those things, they will come out and they will leave you. If you don't allow yourself, then they will fester.
Great. Thank you for that, Sanjay. I'm Lois Wagner from Coaching Conversations for Change. Please join us again for another Thrive in 3. Thank you, Sanjay, and go well with your book and your way forward.
Thank you very much, Lewis. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.